Hello, everybody. Good morning. Can you hear me fine? Okay. Welcome. Let me see the people who are here. Diego, Frank, uh, Mega, Aaron, Sam. Well, today we have a guest. Um, a wonderful guest. And before I bring him in, I want to tell you something. I don't know exactly how our paths crossed. I think it's something that the universe has made. And I am an only child, as everybody knows. And I don't know why, but Gino and I, who is an ocean away from me, we clicked and we have each other as a brother now. I can count on him. We are one message away. He can count on me, and I'm really happy to have him here, and I want you to know that he's a very humble person, a great human being, an awesome father, and a great guy that you can count on any time. And I'm gonna bring him in right, right now. Welcome.
Good. Good morning. How is everybody?
Everybody's happy, I think. So you want to tell them how the live stream is gonna work today?
Yeah, so we decided that we're going to speak about Christmas. So the differences mainly between Christmas here and Christmas in Brazil, where you are, Rod. If the people who are watching have any questions that they want to ask about Christmas here in the UK or in Brazil, whichever, then they just need to write it in the chat. And Rod is going to be managing the chat. I'm not managing that today, so all the pressure's on Rod. Rod can
All
have the
the
pressure of dealing with the chat.
all the pression's on me, and if something goes wrong, please bear with me. I want to say hello to some people. Amina, welcome. Anya, Nori, Sam, everybody's here. So I think that you should start talking about Christmas in Manchester, and then I talk about Christmas in Brazil.
Okay, yeah, let's go. So the main thing to mention about Christmas in Manchester is that usually there is a huge Christmas market in the city centre. It's a brilliant experience. There are people who have stalls there from all over the world, in particular all over Europe, and you can buy all different kinds of things. There's lots of food for sale. You can drink. You can stay there all day and just have a nice time shopping with your family. I'm not sure if the Christmas markets are actually going to go ahead this year due to COVID-19. As of now, us in Greater Manchester are in the highest level of alert in terms of COVID. So I'm not sure if the markets are going to happen this year. But Christmas for me is a happy time. I know that there are a lot of people who may not like Christmas and they have good reasons for doing so, but it's a good time, especially here in Manchester. So the weather is cold, so we do sometimes get snow around Christmas, but that seems to be happening a little bit less these days. The younger children, they all believe in Father Christmas, so it's a very magical time. Especially when you have young children who still believe in Father Christmas. It's an unbelievable time. It really is. And of course, we all know that Father Christmas is real. So he's actually coming on the 24th of December, and he's going to be delivering everybody's presents. He comes down through the chimney, and if you haven't got a chimney, then you have to leave the door open for him. Or he might have a skeleton key. Who knows? But he flies in the sky on his sleigh, with his reindeers out in front. And the main reindeer is called Rudolph. He's the one who has a big red shiny nose, and he guides the sleigh at night. In terms of Christmas Eve, so this is the night before Christmas, I know that on the continent in Europe, particularly in Spain, I'm not sure about the other countries, that they really have a big celebration on Christmas Eve. They all get together. In Spain, it's called La Nochebuena. I know they have a big focus on getting together as a family on that day. Not so much here in the UK. Christmas Eve is spent at home with the family, but we don't really put the effort in of having a big meal. We save that for actual Christmas Day. So the typical Christmas Day is obviously the children wake you up really early. I can see Diego has just said that his son wrote a letter to Santa.
Yeah.
My children write letters to Santa too. Even I write a letter to Santa because I don't want to be on the naughty list. We say if you're on the naughty list, then you get a lump of coal and an orange here. So where was I anyway? Yeah, so the typical Christmas Day is the children are obviously up really early because they want to see if Santa Claus has been, or Father Christmas, as we say here in the UK. And Father Christmas comes and delivers all the presents. So when we come downstairs in the morning, all the presents are there ready. So we spend some time opening the presents, usually playing Christmas songs. We have some breakfast after that. And then we don't tend to eat until later on in the day. And we have what we call a Christmas dinner. So it's called the Christmas dinner here. And it's really a traditional Sunday roast, but with extras, okay? So obviously the go-to meat in a usual Sunday dinner is chicken. But at Christmas, a lot of people, it's traditional to eat turkey rather than eat chicken, okay? So a lot of people eat turkey on Christmas Day. And with your turkey, you have all the trimmings that you have with a normal roast dinner. So you have roast potatoes, broccoli, carrots, Yorkshire puddings, mashed potatoes, honey roast parsnips. One of my favourite things about a Christmas dinner here in the UK is called pigs in blankets. And what that is it's a sausage, but wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
They're really
That's delicious. That's delicious.
They're really delicious. So generally, on Christmas Day, everybody overeats. They eat too much. In terms of desserts following the Christmas dinner, one of the most traditional is Christmas pudding. And Christmas pudding is a hot pudding, which is served with custard or cream, one of the two. And it's basically a dark sponge pudding, which has inside it lots of dark fruits, so raisins, dates, other dried dark fruits. It's full of them. So that's one. You have your Christmas pudding. For people who don't really like Christmas pudding, you could always opt for something like Yule log. Yule log is one of my personal favourites. It's basically do you know what a Swiss roll is, Rod? A Swiss roll is like a sponge with jam on the middle. But this is a chocolate sponge which is rolled and it has chocolate cream. And then on the outside, it has a thick layer of chocolate. So what I like to do is I like to get myself a nice big piece of that, put it in the microwave for 20, 30 seconds until it melts, and then I eat it with cream, and it's delicious.
Look at another comment. Look at another comment that we have here from Mega. Even we go to temple in the morning in an empty stomach. Maybe because we are talking about food, so...
Yeah, which country does K Mega live in?
India. She's from India.
She lives in India. Okay.
And there's another comment from our friend, which is really cool. Father Christmas is real, guys. Like, you have to believe in Santa Claus. So thank you, Aaron, for reminding us.
Yeah, Father Christmas is definitely real. He's definitely real. There's no doubt about it. Who else would bring all the presents?
Yeah, yeah.
So another dessert we have here, in terms of Christmas, is we have what you call mince pies. Mince pies are kind of like, do you know what the miniature apple pies are? They're like individual pies,
Hmm.
but these ones are filled with like dark fruits, minced fruit. So we have mince pies. We have Christmas cake. Christmas cake is like a really dark sponge cake again with dark fruits in, but it's covered with icing, white icing, and underneath the icing is a layer of marzipan. Marzipan is
Hmm.
like an almond. It's like an almond kind of flavour. I'm sure Aron will be familiar with marzipan because I believe it has its roots in Italy. I'm not sure, but so yeah, they're the kind of desserts we eat. Um, and then after that, there's lots of music, lots of dancing, lots of beer, lots of food, and that's how we tend to celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day. How about you, Rod? What does your Christmas Day look like?
Well, let me put a question for you to answer first, and then I'll tell you. All right?
Yeah, tell me.
Here, which celebration do you think is more important, Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Okay. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in the UK. That is a celebration that they celebrate in United States. I'm not sure if they celebrate it anywhere else, but we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. Although I do think Thanksgiving is really important. Every day I give thanks for the things I have: my eyes, my ears, my mouth, my taste buds, my arms, my legs. I say thank you for all that every day.
And you asked me about Christmas in Brazil. Well, first and foremost, I have to say that Christmas in Brazil is totally hot because we don't have snow and we have high temperatures like we have 38, 39, 40 degrees centigrades of temperature. So I like to joke that Santa comes in Speedos in Brazil because it's really hot, but we have the same tradition mostly with the younger children that they believe that Santa comes and bring them the presents at night and the chimney story and all those things, and we eat a lot. There's a lot of food. We eat turkey, we eat ham, we eat rice and beans, we eat everything because rice and beans is, as I told you already, is our staple food, so we have it all the time. But it's really amazing, all the magic that the children bring, about Christmas. As you said, it's almost the same thing. Apart from that, we have hot weather, but they write letters to Santa, and like we try to keep all the magic going. But we watch shows on TV, and then we end up the night at the pool, or for people who live near an ocean, they go to the ocean to say thank you to God for the end of the year and the beginning of a new year quite soon as well. It's on January 1st, but I think it's really heartwarming because we spend with family or those who we consider family close to us. Like we call friends, like, hey, Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, and we talk a little bit. And I think it's really nice, in Brazil. I think that these times should be not only in Christmas and New Year's, but every day. Like, one thing that I can say is that I check on my friends every day. Like, how are you? Um, I hope you have a great day, and I hope it's nice. And it's amazing, Like, I think checking on people and seeing how people are is food for the soul, food for having a better day or whatever. Let me bring you another question from Stephanie.
Do
Do
you
you
have
have?
Secret Santa? Yeah, we
Hmm.
do. We do that in the workplace. Um, sometimes it gets a little bit. Sometimes it gets a little bit out of hand, though. There's two types of Secret Santa. So one type is where people buy each other genuine presents. Okay, genuine presents to make each other happy. And the other version of Secret Santa is when we buy presents to take the mick out of other people and have like banter at work. But yeah, we do Secret Santa.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love that too. One other question: which country Gino's from?
I'm from England, United Kingdom. I live in in Manchester, but I live in the greater Manchester area. So you have Manchester as the central area, and then the area surrounding is called Greater Manchester, and that's where I live. I live in a town, well, a rather large town called Wigan in Greater Manchester.
Uh, this is a special comment, I think, for both of us. Thank you, Rod, sir. This life is helping me to come out of my loneliness. Um, it's a pleasure, Mega. I think that's the goal that Gino and I are here today to engage you and entertain you and bring like great words and great spirits for everybody. Gino, you have something to say about it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of the beauties of platforms such as YouTube. Not only YouTube, but the internet in general, which has brought some problems to society. But one of the things it's brought to society, which I believe is a really good thing, is it's brought us all that little bit closer, and that's a
Mm-hmm.
good thing.
There's another one. I think we're gonna start answering the questions now. It's amazing. Susana from Brazil, she says, "You wanna read it?"
Yeah, it says, yeah, the Christmas magic brings us happiness. It really does, Susanna. I really agree with that.
Me too. Me too. When we hear Christmas songs, I might say here that I love a CD. I'm old. I'm gonna say a CD that Celine Dion has on Christmas songs, and I
Okay.
love listening to that. It's amazing, you know. And there's another one from Aron. Read, Gino, please. Everybody
Okay,
likes.
so Aaron says, I visited more southern cities in the UK, so I'm not sure if it's just a southern thing, but I really enjoyed eating scones. It's also a Christmas thing or just a regular thing you eat all year long. Yeah, so scones are available all year long. Personally, I never eat scones, but I know what they are, and they are delicious. But I never buy them. It's not something I buy when I go to the supermarket. But he's right. Aaron, did you eat your scones with jam and cream? Because that is the way to do it: jam and cream and scones.
Guys, I need to tell you that my friend Gino eats healthy. He's not a junk food guy as we are, you know. So you see the smoothies that he prepares in the morning, and I say, God, I hope one day I'm so evolved that I can take
I
that
do
in.
eat. I do eat. I do eat junk food sometimes, but I do eat the majority of my diet is healthy. That's what I'll say. The majority.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Um, Pantera Nori has a good comment here. I think it's good for both of us. She says to Meg, I'm so glad these videos help you. These are real and meaningful connections just online, and who knows, one day some of us can meet each other as well. I believe so, Nori. I believe so. Gino and I, just before we came on to talk to you, we were talking about the powers of the universe. And Gino is a firm believer that the universe works things around us, and I agree with him. I think that's why we have a very strong connection now. We are really good friends and brothers, as he said. Now we are brothers from other mothers, but we are brothers. There's another question from Sam, the Taiwanese.
Ah, okay. What were the most impressive gifts that you guys got from Christmas? So personally, the one gift that stands out to me the most when I was a child was one year. It was back. It was obviously back in the 1990s when I was a child. Um, but the first ever PlayStation had come out the year before, and the Christmas after, so around a year later, when the prices had come down a bit, my parents bought me a PlayStation 1 for Christmas, and that was the best Christmas present I think I can ever have. I've ever had.
Mhm.
There were a couple of standout games on the PlayStation 1 for anybody who's familiar with it. There was one called Doom. Um, Doom is like a shoot 'em up where you go around blasting people, or monsters, should I say? And that was the game I got with my PlayStation 1. So yeah, that was the most impressive gift I've ever had, or the one that had the biggest effect on me, should I say?
Yeah, for me, the most impressive gift that I got was from my mother. Once I was sick because of a remote control car, and I was really crazy about because all the boys and all the children around me had it. And of course, as an only child, when Christmas came, my father came and gave to me the big box. It was called Pegasus. That was the name of the car. And I remember that
Wow.
I played all into the night because it was really amazing. And lately, I buy my own presents because I don't have Santa to give me presents, and I think Gino's the same. And we only give our children their presents because they are the most precious things that we have in life, right, my friend? Now
Yes, definitely.
we have let me try to find a question here from yeah, this is the one that I wanted. This is close to you, Gino.
Ah, okay. Is it common to have? Let me. Sorry, I'm reading this on my phone, so I have to really like
I'm
focus my
gonna read
eyes.
it to you then. Is it common to have a kind of volunteer work to help people on Christmas time?
Yes, yes, it is. There are numerous campaigns up and down the UK in which there are, for example, gift donations. So the idea is that you buy an extra Christmas present and you forward it on to one of these collection points, and then they get distributed. Then presents get distributed to the most poverty-stricken children in the UK. So people buy an extra gift, they hand it into the collection point, and then that gets redistributed. Another thing that there is in terms of voluntary work for to help people through Christmas, things like food banks. Food banks actually run all year round. So in all of the major supermarkets now, when you go doing your shopping, there's always a trolley at the front near the exit. And the idea is that you just buy an extra item, whatever it is, bag of pasta or some beans or something like that, and you put it in the trolley, and then that goes to what you call a food bank. And the people who need it most in society, they can go to these food banks and get some food, get some shopping to get them through the week if they're unable to make it.
Everybody knows what trolley is, right?
Um,
Shopping cart. Shopping
yeah, it's a
cart.
shopping cart. We
This
call it
is
a
my
trolley.
English friend. This is my English friend. The boot, which is not something that you wear on your feet. It's the trunk of the car. This is Gino. I love it because I learn every day. He changes the words, and I learn every day. Mint, I use mint a lot because of him right now. So there's another one from Susanna. She says, "That's amazing, learning about language and culture as well. We are thankful." This is
Yeah,
the idea.
absolutely.
Go
Go
ahead.
on, Rodrigo. I'll let you answer first. Go.
No, this is the idea that came from Gino. He wanted to talk about culture, Christmas, and enjoy the ride. Like we're going to be together with you for an hour and answer questions and talking about life. Thank you, Susanna. Gino?
Yeah, absolutely right. I think I uploaded a video recently talking about the motivations for learning a language, and that is something that language brings into your life is different cultures, different points of view, different ways of expressing yourself. So yeah, I totally agree, and I'm happy that you
Mm-hmm.
like it.
Aaron says, Gino, do you have some connection with Italy? I mean, maybe some ancestors. Um, if you don't mind it, why do you have such a common Italian name?
Wow, that one's a good one. Okay, so I have absolutely no Italian family. Um, so the name comes from the back in the 1980s when I was born. There was a very famous group called Dexy's Midnight Runners, and they had a song called Gino, and I think that's where the name came from back in the 1980s. So that's where it came from because I'm not Italian. I'm about as Italian as an English breakfast. I'm just going to need to get my pen off the floor. I've dropped it.
No problem. There's
So yeah,
a comment.
no Italian link.
There's a comment from Sita to you. I love that sentence Gina wrote about you, Rod. I've had a sister from another mother. As the Bible says, there are friends much closer than brothers. I believe so, Sita. I believe so. And you answer, Gino. This is your answer.
Yeah, definitely. It's we have two sayings here in the UK. One is brother from another mother, and sometimes the girls switch it to make it rhyme. So they'll say, "She's my sister from another mister." But yeah, you're absolutely right on the Bible teachings. I recently made the decision. I've read the Bible in bits and bats through my life, but I've recently took the decision that I'm going to read it from cover to cover. So I'm currently doing that right now, and yeah. So the Bible has many great teachings. Thank you for sharing that, Cedar. I hadn't heard that one, by the way. Really good.
And I'm gonna say here one sentence that I really love. Then I try to think about it when I'm down because it's not every day that we are really happy. And uh, I think that for me, one of the most important sentences as well is there's even light in the darkest places. I don't know if you agree, Gino, that we learn everywhere we are, even we are going through a very bad situation, there's always a silver lining or whatever, I don't know if you agree.
Yes, definitely.
Hmm.
Sometimes we all face challenges in life. All of us. It's the one thing that is inevitable, really, with life. But I do believe that our Creator um,
Hmm.
presents those difficulties to us sometimes to teach us things that we didn't know we had to learn. Um, so yeah, I totally agree. And is if you was to live a life where you didn't have any struggles or any problems at all, then you wouldn't grow. You wouldn't need to grow. I think that's where the real growth is when you're going through bad times or problems, and that's when you really grow spiritually.
Hmm. I agree entirely with you. And I think that's why we have the same kind of mindset about life and things. Amina has a question about, I think you can answer it better than I do because we don't have it in Brazil. Where do Christmas trees grow best?
Ooh, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that.
Me
Um,
neither.
so let me Google. Let me Google that.
Hmm. Where do Christmas trees grow best? Let's see. Great question, Amina. Great question.
That is a really good question. I'm going to learn something
Yeah,
here too.
yeah, yeah.
So as far as I can see here, you can grow one. I think they grow better in colder climates. I think because they're an
Mm-hmm.
evergreen tree which never loses its green. But I've got an article up here and it says once planted in the garden, it's important to place your potted Christmas tree in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Apparently, they like cool and moist conditions. So here in the UK is a perfect climate for growing Christmas trees. I didn't know that. Thank you for the
I
question.
think that's because Amina is in Canada as well. She lives in Canada. Maybe that's why she asked this question, you know?
All right,
Um,
okay. Maybe Canada is better than UK for growing them. I don't know because Canada is a
yeah.
cold, damp climate as well.
And there's another one for you.
Okay.
It's wonderful to know more about Gino and about your culture. Thanks for sharing your time with us in a Sunday.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm learning too. I'm learning things. Every day's a school day, as we say in British English.
And yeah, yeah. And there's another one from Aron. Italian breakfast is always the best. Haha.
I don't know what the typical Italian breakfast is. Do you know what it is, Rod?
I know that they eat a lot. I never been to Italy, as I like to tell you.
Ah,
But
okay.
Aron, tell us how's the typical Italian breakfast? Do you eat pizza during breakfast? Let me know. But while the questions are coming, Gino, I want to say that to everybody that this is my first joint live stream, and I wanted to do it with somebody who was very special and a great friend. And I need to say that last week I was invited by my friend Aaron to do a joint live stream with him as well. And it was really fun. And I hope to do it with some more friends down the line. But I said, I need to bring Gino because I'm going to tell you guys, I have received, I'm not going to tell you the numbers, but I have received some dozens of emails asking me to do an interview number two with this guy who's here with us. And he already accepted, but we're going to do a Gino 2.0 very soon. And I'm very happy. And Gino, I have a question for you. It's out of script. How does it feel for you to that people want to see you again on the channel and listen from you again and having you
Oh, it's
asking me questions?
it's completely humbling to be honest because I don't know if you know this, but I don't think I've ever spoken about it on my channel. But I don't have an expensive camera. I don't have expensive microphones. I don't have the typical high quality YouTuber setup. Um, I'm just a guy from Northern England with a mobile phone who records videos to help people with their English. And to be honest, but the first time I uploaded a video, I was so nervous because I just thought, who is going to want to listen to what I've got to say, you know? So it's completely humbling that 2 years later that I'm now starting to get invitations onto other people's channels, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing for me as well because I'm learning, I'm growing, and building relationships as a result of it. So yeah, it's fantastic, Rod. It's really wonderful feeling.
I also don't have any camera. I don't have any microphone. I just have my computer, and I do my best to entertain people. And there's a special message for us here from Ivana. Hello, everyone. Sorry for being late. No, you're not late. You're more than welcome, always. And thank you for being a supporter for me, for Gino, always. All right?
Thank
Gino,
you,
another one. Another one. Look, awesome platform. I have been enjoying all the interactiveness. Fancy teachers, good vibes. No, we're not fancy at all. We're just two friends who are trying to talk to you this morning, and we are enjoying it very much. And back to your question now, Gino. I also don't have anything special, and I don't have anything fancy. I just record on my computer, on Zoom, the interviews, and I try to do my best. And now I'm trying to record something from my backyard one of these days to change the setting a little bit. I hope I don't die in the hot weather because but I think it's the people that we bring to the channel and next to us who bring light to the interviews and to everything. Your interview was really amazing, as all the others have been. But I think it was the way that you talked about your things with a lot of humbleness, as you say, that motivated people to write me and ask you to come back. And you gladly and happily agreed to come back with me for number 2. And people want to see me on the hot seat. People want you to ask me questions. That's why it's making me nervous a little bit, because I don't want to know the questions, but I'll answer all of them, you know. And it's amazing, and I have to thank you. And I have to say that my friend Aaron was the one who presented me this platform of StreamYard. We're not being sponsored by them. We could be, but we're not. And it's amazing to be able to use it. And I also feel very humble when people invite me to their channels. You know, like when you invited me to your channel, it was really fun because you made me very candid questions, and I love candid questions. And I think everything happens for a reason. We don't have to have fancy things to do something. We just have to have the wish to do something, or as you say, the burning desire to do something, that you try your best to do it. So,
well, I think
if you go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, Rod. You finish what you were saying.
No, I finished. I was looking at comments. Don't worry. Go ahead.
I think touching on what you've just said, if you wait for everything to be perfect before you do something, then you'll never do anything. It's just, you've just got to do what you can with what you've got. And that's that.
I agree because if you wait for the best camera to go on YouTube, if you wait for the best microphone to go on YouTube, I think that's the intention, you know. Like, I don't want to talk much about it, but I don't have the same mobility that you have, that everybody in this chat have. So I put something in my mind. You can record sitting. So you record sitting. If people like it, okay. If people don't like it, okay, because and then everybody liked it, so when I do the interviews, when I go live on Instagram, when I interact with people, when I engage with you, when we talk about ideas and about life, I think this is the most important thing to be done. It doesn't matter to me. I think the most important thing is spread the word about English learning. And you taught the I was because I was searching for a word for people to learn the English language, and you during your interview said the word consistency, and I think that's the word that I was looking for. People need consistency to learn a language, and all the teachers I know, you, Bob, Brent, all of us learn a second language. I think that's why we are on YouTube
Yes.
to teach people, because it's really hard to learn a second language. We know that. And I would like to know your opinion about it once again, because you have very nice thoughts about it.
Yeah, firstly, I just want to congratulate you on the amount of people that are actually finding your videos.
Mm-hmm.
The channel is growing quickly, really quickly, actually. So congratulations for that. But yeah, you're right. I would have never started to teach on YouTube if I hadn't have learned a language myself. Because if I haven't learned a language myself, if I haven't gone through that, learning a second language, apart from my native tongue, as an adult, if I hadn't done that, then how can I teach other people to learn another language? Because, I mean, fair enough, I probably could teach vocabulary, but I think when you have learned a language yourself and you are a student, you know what is useful to people who are learning a language, because you know what you find useful. So that's the basis of my channel. Is I do what I would find useful in Spanish, and I'm sure it's the basis for your channel as well. And
Mm-hmm.
Bob and Brent, both really good channels. Bob is a really clear teacher. He has a really good teaching style. His videos are all sort of very high quality. Really good teacher. And Brent at American English with this guy, another great teacher. He's actually just sent me a couple of days ago. He sent me the video that he recorded for our collaboration. An amazing video, really high quality, really well explained. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're definitely two of the best teachers on YouTube are Brent and Bob, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. There's another comment. Aaron agrees with you. Absolutely true, Gino. But I want to say that I was really happy because I got another comment. I don't know if it was a comment on a video or something, or on the live stream. People told me Aaron is that guy who teaches Italian in English. This friend of mine from Italy, he's only 25, and he speaks three languages. He has
Wow.
a demanding work, so and he's doing a very good work with the podcast and everything else. He has a podcast on all the platforms, and his live streams also. He can teach He's getting another acknowledgement now. He's the guy who
Okay.
speaks Italian and teaches it in English. So for me, this is very flattering to listen, and see your friend progressing and go in this way. I'm so proud of all of those people who are in this chat right now. Amina, who's lovely, Diego, Ivana, and everybody else who's here, Mega, Nori. They are faithful followers to us. They are here with us. I like to call. We have to find. I have to find, because you found it, a special name for them, because I don't want to have them as subscribers. I want to have them with another name that I'm trying to find yet. but they are so lovely, and so they write really good comments on the comment section that it makes me really humble and happy, you know. So there's another one from Amina. Rod and Gino, you are great teachers. I wish you the best. Thank you. Gino.
I wish you the best. I wish you the best too, Amina. I really do. I wish you the best.
Mm-hmm.
Rod, I just want to touch on something you've just said. You've just hit the nail on the head. If you notice in any of my videos, any of my posts that I make, I never refer to the people who watch my videos as subscribers, because I think once you start saying, oh, like 10,000 subscribers or whatever, you negate the individuality of each one of those people, because they are people, they're not subscribers. That each one of them is a person, you know, with a personality. So whenever I speak about the people who watch my videos, I always use the word people. I never use subscribers ever.
Yeah. I agree.
That's just a personal opinion. I'm not saying that it's wrong to use subscribers. It's just my personal opinion on it.
I'm just trying to find a name for my subscribers, you know, because they are really great. We're gonna have to brainstorm it. This is for you. This is for you personally. I love the video where you spoke Spanish, Gino. I'm sure you are going to learn Portuguese very fast. If you decide to learn, please, Rod, correct the mistakes so that Gino can understand. No, understand me. No, see that he understood everything and it's perfect. You know, perfect.
Yeah, very well written. Very well written. Thank you for saying that, Cedar. On the most recent one that I uploaded, when I had a conversation with Kenza from Peru, that was a very challenging conversation for 3 reasons. One was it was being recorded, so you've got that extra pressure of speaking a foreign language while it's being recorded, like my friend Rod is doing right now. So hat off to you, Rod. The next one was that I hadn't spoken with Kenza before. That was my first conversation with her, so I hadn't had chance to get used to her accent at all. I just went in and did it. And the third one was it was late at night, so I was tired. So I made quite a lot of mistakes in that video, but that was perfect for what I was trying to demonstrate, because I was trying to show the people who watch my videos that I practice what I preach, and I'm willing to make mistakes and put it on the internet for everyone to see. So, yeah, thank you, Cedar. What a brilliant comment. Thank you.
I love it because you just hold the camera without no addition and then you go. This is amazing. There's a question from I heard about that Black Friday in UK. What did you buy on the Black Friday?
Okay, brilliant question. Yeah, we do have a particular Friday called Black Friday, and it's where the main retailers and the shops, they all reduce the prices for one day only. Personally, I didn't buy anything on Black Friday this year, but there have been instances in the past where there have been some of the shops have resulted in violence because people are trying to get hold of things and they end up fighting with each other and stuff. So I'd rather just stay away from it, to be honest.
Gino, stop everything. Hi everyone, I'm just popping quick to say hi to Rod. Have a good stream, my friend. Mr. Bob, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching us. Gino is a great, great fan of yours, as everybody else here. Thank you very much. I feel so humble right now. I think you as well, Gino. The floor is yours, Gino. Talk about Bob now.
100%. We actually mentioned you earlier in this interview, Bob. Your teaching style is phenomenal, really. Your videos are really high quality, and you have that genuine humbleness and desire to help others. I'm really humbled to be speaking to you right now, because you are a YouTube celebrity, YouTube legend, as we say.
Thank you, Mr. Bob. Again, me and Gino, we feel really humble, you know. So thank you. There's another emoji from him here.
Wow.
Thank you. And there was um, a message from Mega when we were saying about our subscribers, or I think I'm gonna call them my Rothers, you know, like hello Rothers, the people who follow me. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Mega says, "Sir, we are lucky to have you first." I think we are lucky to have them because if we didn't have any followers, we wouldn't be recording videos for anyone, you know. So I don't know if you agree with me, Gino.
Yeah, 100%. The people who watch our videos are the people who make it possible, really. If nobody was watching the videos, then we wouldn't have anybody to speak to and to learn from. I learn so much from the people who email me and comment on my videos about other cultures and stuff. So I'm eternally grateful to each and every one of you. And as Mega said, she directs that thanks directly back at us. So it's a mutual feeling, shall we say.
Yeah. Gino, there's another one for you here. Hi, Gino.
Hi, Bob.
And there's another one from him. And there's another one from him as well. And no problem, I have to go now, heading out with Jan for the day. Bye. Thank you, Mr. Bob. Thank you very much for being here with us. Now there's, let me see something that Diego said. The legend is in the house. For Bob, probably not.
100%.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. There's another question here from Siwu. That's my first time here. Bob mentioned your video many times, and so I can be here. Thank you very much. That's the power of Bob the Canadian, you know. So Susanna says, "Thank you, teachers. This interview is really amazing." Susanna, all I have to say, my guest here is Gino. He has to shine today. We are doing this together, and I was nervous before, but once we are together talking, it seems to me that we are sitting and having a drink or having a juice, as he's very healthy, and just talking at a table somewhere, you know, and that's how it feels to me, you know. So, Gino, Go ahead, please.
There's something different about the live streams. Live streams are new to me as well. I've been running the channel for 2 years, but I've only done 2 live streams on my channel, so this is my 3rd time being live on YouTube. It is different because you've kind of got that deer in the headlights look at first, but as you start to warm into it, people start to ask questions, and then it really is just like any other video call, really.
Yeah. Well, we are almost 1 hour in, and I think we can stop here. What do you think? You want to go a little bit more? If people, I think that's okay.
Yeah, I would usually say let's continue going, but I have to go to do my litter picking group at 1 p.m. UK time.
I understand. So I want to finish by saying, thanking everybody, thanking maybe the Rotters. Let's think about it. Tell me in the comments if you like the name for you, the Rotters. And Gino, once again, thank you so very much for being my friend, for being my brother from another mother. And thank you for all the support and encouragement that you give me every day. You are my friend, and I hope you go through and shine in life in all your projects, so on and so forth and forever.
Thank you. And it's the same both ways. You know this. You know this. I also want to say thank you to all the people who've showed up today and listened to what we have to say. Everybody who's commented, everybody who's asked questions. Peace and love. God bless you all.
Thank you, everybody who's here. You know who you are. I'm not going to say the names because I'm going to be here for 10 more minutes saying names and saying thank you. Please leave comments, share, because this live for me was one of the greatest ones. I love to do this with Gino, and I can tell them, right, Gino? There will be a Gino interview 2.0 very soon for you, okay? And I think it's going to be amazing because everything he does is great. My friend, have a great Sunday. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
See you soon,
See you soon, Rod. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.